presenting the new adventures of Pinocchio.
Here's Pinocchio, what a happy lad since the day he lost his strings. He can walk and talk and fly.
Do anything I try.
He can dance, sing a tune, play a flute.
Do anything I try.
But never, 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 ever should he ever tell a lie.
I had sent Pinocchio and Cricket on an errand to the store, and on their way they passed a pet shop. In the window was a parrot who started up a conversation with them. His name was Peg-Leg Herman. He told them he had a buried treasure map concealed in his wooden leg. Then Herman convinced them to buy him from the pet shop. On their way to search for the treasure, they met a sailor named Freddie and made a deal to rent his boat. Freddie heard them mention buried treasure and was very interested. Well, anyway, they got into the boat and cast off all lines but one. When they had gone just a little way, they were snapped right back to shore.
Come on, mateys! Heave-ho!
Gee whiz, Herman. I think it's too much for us.
Nonsense! What's for? Heave-ho with a will, mateys! All right. What's for? All right, crew. Into the ship and cast off.
I think I'd better go along myself, just to protect my investment. Even if these landlubbers do manage to get to the treasure themselves, they're liable to let somebody else take it away before I can steal it from them.
Well, I guess we're out far enough. Now for a look at the map. First, we'd better search the ship just to make sure we're alone.
Nothing this way, Pin.
There doesn't seem to be.
Maybe I'd better take some more of those seasick pills. I'm getting a little thing. Well, it looks as if the coast is clear. Now for the map. All right, now, mateys, here's where we're heading. Treasure Island. We'll put in here at Cutthroat's Cove and then start looking for the buried treasure.
Okay, that's fine. But how do we get to the island?
Leave that to me. I was navigating before you were a tadpole.
Tadpoles grow up to be frogs. I'm a cricket.
Well, I've got problems of my own, too. Now, let's see. How do you work this thing?
Huh. Some navigator. He probably has trouble finding his way out of the bed in the morning.
Okay, I've got it. Now I know where we're going.
Oh, boy, does he ever know where he's going.
Go back, talk from the crew. Man the wheel there, matey, and steer north by southwest.
Land ho!
Where?
See, over there.
You're right. All right, matey. I'll relieve you at the wheel. It takes an experienced hand to dock a boat. Walk easy. Steady as she goes. Steady. There. You're all lined. Prepare to send the landing party ashore. Where are the shovels?
Hey, we're right back where we started from. We've been traveling in a circle. Oh, this is great.
Well, at least they got back safely. I don't think that Herman is much of a sailor, and certainly Freddie hasn't been much help. Well, I guess Pinocchio and Cricket have had enough of ship life for a spell. See you soon with another of the new adventures of Pinocchio.
presenting the new adventures of Pinocchio.
Here's Pinocchio, what a happy lad since the day he lost his strings. He can walk and talk and fly.
Do anything I try.
He can dance, sing a tune, play a flute.
Do anything I try.
But never, 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 ever should he ever tell a lie.
Peg-leg Herman the parrot had convinced Pinocchio and Cricket to sail with him in search of buried treasure. A suspicious character named Freddy the Sailor finally helped them get their boat in the water and then sneaked on board himself. Once out at sea, they checked the treasure map and tried to set a course. Peg-leg had quite a time trying to use the instruments and wound up tripping over himself and everyone else. Finally, Cricket was the one to sight land, and they steered for it. Well, some land it was. They had traveled a complete circle and landed right back where they started from. So once again, they set sail for the treasure.
All right, heave ho, you two. Let's give it another try. Rawr! I must be getting old. No need for this now. Give me the glass there, matey. There it is. Land ho! Land ho!
Hey, let me see. I don't see anything.
What can you expect from a seasick green landlubber? Here, matey, you look. See it? That little dark streak in the green, see?
No. Oh, yes, now I see it. I don't think it's an island. I think it's Cricket's eyebrow.
Here, let me have that. You stupid green bilge bug. Don't you know enough not to stand in the way of the captain's telescope?
Well, this is a fine time to call me stupid, you animated feather duster.
Hey, fellows, it looks like a storm is blowing up.
So it is. Looks like a bad one, too. Secure all lines. Batten down the hatches.
Wow, what a storm. We're lucky to be still afloat.
Worst storm I've seen in 50 years of sailing.
Say, I don't hear the engines anymore.
You're right. She must have flooded out. Now we're in a pretty pickle. Unless one of you knows something about engines.
Well, sure, I can fix it. I'm a great mechanic.
So you're a great mechanic, eh? Well, judging by the size of your nose, that's a whopping big lie. As if we didn't have enough trouble. You have to grow a nose big enough for a flagpole.
A flagpole? I've got a great idea. We'll use Pinocchio's nose for a mast. There's a tablecloth down in the cabin that we can use for a sail.
Land ho! Land ho! And this time I think it's that island on your map.
So it is. And we're headed right into Cutthroat's Cove. You were a fine mast, matey.
Well, maybe so, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm sorry I told that lie.
All right, mateys, grab the shovels and let's go ashore.
Well, finally they're safely ashore. Freddy didn't seem to have his good luck. It seems he's trapped in that smokestack for good. Well, serves him right. Looks like we have a happy ending this time. See you soon, friends, with another story of The New Adventures of Pinocchio.
presenting the new adventures of Pinocchio.
Here's Pinocchio, what a happy lad since the day he lost his strings. He can walk and talk and fly.
Do anything I try.
He can dance, sing a tune, play a flute.
Do anything I try.
But never, 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 ever should he ever tell a lie.
Pinocchio and Cricket had been talked into sailing for buried treasure by Peg-Leg Herman the parrot. They were at sea and didn't realize that Freddy the sailor had stowed away in the smokestack. Soon they were in the middle of a storm. They got through it all right, but discovered that the storm had flooded the engines. Pinocchio said he could fix it, which was a big lie, so his nose began to grow. When Peg-Leg saw that big nose, he immediately put it to use as a mast and sailed safely to the island where the treasure was buried. When Pinocchio's nose came back to normal, they all went ashore, leaving Freddy stuck in the smokestack.
Now, mateys, another look at the map. Let's see. From Cutthroat's Cove, 100 paces west to Ruffreen's Rock. Then 50 paces left to Thief's Tree. Then 75 paces right through Gunman's Grove. There's where the treasure's buried. A whole buried treasure. And just the three of us to share it. $28, $29, $30, $31. Wait a minute. I've got a funny feeling in my feathers that we're being watched. Look, I knew we weren't alone. Look at these footprints. Slow me down. More of them. He must have called out reinforcements. Look, more tracks. Must be a whole army.
Army, my great Aunt Tilly's mandolin. You're following your own tracks, you bird-brained nincompoop.
Just watch what you're calling a bird brain, you bug-bodied booby.
Hey, look, fellas, up in this tree, coconuts. Gee, I'm hungry.
Yeah, but how are we going to get them down?
All right, lads. I'll show you a trick I learned in the islands. This one doesn't seem ripe enough. This one's ripe enough, but it doesn't look too good. Here's one. Stand aside, mateys. Look out below. All right, lads. Let's be on our way. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. 31, 32, 33... 73, 74, 75. This is the spot, mateys. Pitch in and start digging.
I think I've hit something.
Let's have a look.
It's the treasure chest, all right. Quick, uncover it. Ease hole, mateys, and we'll lift it out of the hole.
Gosh, it's heavy.
Watch it, it's slipping back.
Well, lads, we made it. Now let's get it back to the boat. We can open it there.
I guess it's all a matter of getting used to it. It seems light as a feather now.
Well, what do you know? They really did find a treasure chest. Nobody is more surprised than I am. And I guess Freddy the Sailor is out of the way for good. Well, we'll be seeing more of the sea in the next New Adventures of Pinocchio.
presenting the new adventures of Pinocchio.
Here's Pinocchio, what a happy lad since the day he lost his strings. He can walk and talk and fly.
Do anything I try.
He can dance, sing a tune, play a flute.
Do anything I try.
But never, 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 ever should he ever tell a lie.
Peg-Leg Herman had sailed with Pinocchio and Cricket to Treasure Island and were looking at their map to locate the exact position of the treasure. Meanwhile, Freddy the Stowaway Sailor had finally worked his way out of the smokestack where he was hidden and slipped ashore unnoticed. Finally, they got down to the serious business of counting the paces to the treasure spot. They found it and began to dig. Sure enough, the treasure chest was there. They lifted it out and began to carry it away. Freddy was right behind them, holding up his own end unbeknownst to Cricket, when he suddenly fell into an open manhole. Well, he didn't stay there for long, as you'll soon see.
I can hardly wait to see Fat Freddy's face when he finds out about this.
Yeah, me too. I can hardly wait.
Yipe, it's Fat Freddy.
None other. And in person.
A stowaway.
That's right, Peg-Leg. Now, let's load our treasure chest aboard and see what's in it.
Ours?
That's right, ours.
Uh-oh, Pinocchio. This looks like trouble.
I guess you're right, Crick.
Yeah, now let's weigh anchor and head for the mainland.
Ask there. Just who do you think's running this cruise?
I said weigh anchor and head back to the mainland.
Aye, aye.
It's locked.
Wow, look at that.
I've never seen so many jewels and coins in my whole life.
Look at all that. There must be a fortune there. 4 fortunes, as a matter of fact.
Not as a matter of fact, as a matter of opinion. I figure there's only one fortune there. Mine.
Hey, that's not fair.
You don't like it, eh?
No.
Well, you know what happens to people what objects to what the captain says? They walks a plank. Tie him up, Peg-Leg.
Now wait a minute, Freddy. Okay. I mean, aye.
Wow, blow me down, he floats. We'll have to weigh him down with something.
Aye.
Okay, push her over.
Aye.
Stop, you idiot! That's a treasure chest you're using! Quick, grab Pinocchio! The knot slip!
Oh gosh. I guess knot tying was never one of my strong points.
You moldy green goon, I'll save the treasure myself!
That'll be a pretty close race to the mainland. Here, mateys, let me untie you.
Gee, Crick, that was awfully close.
Oh, I'm glad you made it out of wood, Pin. We'd have sunk for sure.
Mateys, I'm sorry to have caused you all that trouble for nothing. I'm afraid the treasure's lost for good.
Gee, I almost forgot. What'll we do about the money that Papa Geppetto gave us?
Well, I guess you can always sell me back to the pet shop.
There's no need for that. In the excitement, I slipped one of the gold coins in my guitar. There's enough here to pay back Papa Geppetto and a little bit more, too.
Gee, Crick, that's swell.
Great. Okay, mates. Set course for home. Sailing over the loading bay.
Well, it looks as though everything turned out just fine. I hope Pinocchio and Cricket have learned their lesson this time and will try to stay out of trouble. Well, we'll have to wait and see what lies ahead for them in the next New Adventures of Pinocchio.
presenting the new adventures of Pinocchio.
Here's Pinocchio, what a happy lad since the day he lost his strings. He can walk and talk and fly.
Do anything I try.
He can dance, sing a tune, play a flute.
Do anything I try.
But never, 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 ever should he ever tell a lie.
Hello there, I'm Geppetto. Welcome once again to my workshop. I see you're all ready for another of the new adventures of our friend Pinocchio, and I know you're going to like this one because it all takes place in a circus. But I'm sure that this circus is quite a bit different from any that you've ever seen before. Pinocchio and Cricket were still on their way in search of the blue fairy who could turn Pinocchio into a real boy when they met up with the circus ringmaster and got involved in all sorts of fun and excitement. We're going to join them in a story that I call The Big Top Stop.
Yes, sir, folks. Step right up and see the 12 wonders of the world. See the king of beasts doing tricks like a tame kitten. See Tiny, the dancing elephant, all on the inside, folks. And now, let me whet your appetites with Methuselah Monk, the fire eater. Now watch this, folks. This chimp eats fire. M.M. the fire eater, no kidding, folks, he's hot stuff. See him and more on the inside for only 10 cents, 1 thin dime, 1/10 of a dollar, credit cards accepted.
Did you see that monkey eat the fire, Crick?
Yeah, that's what you call a really hot lunch.
Hey, let's go in and see the rest of the show.
Okay, here's 20 cents.
2 tickets, please.
Yes, sir, 2 tickets for the cricket and the talking puppet. Talking puppet? Why, I could use him in my sideshow. Excuse me, gentlemen. Permit me to introduce myself. I'm Ralphie Ringley, owner of Ringley Brothers, Barley and Billy Circus, the greatest show in the universe.
Hi, Mr. Ringley. I'm Pinocchio.
My name's Cricket.
Are you really a talking puppet?
Uh-huh.
You're not a ventriloquist, are you?
Nope, he does the talking all by himself.
He talks by himself. That's sensational, stupendous, colossal.
Well, it's really easy. I just open my mouth and the words come out.
What do you think of me, Mr. Ringley? I'm a talking cricket.
Well, talking crickets are a dime a dozen, but a talking puppet, why, that's sensational, stupendous, colossal.
You just said that.
Anything worth saying is worth repeating. Gentlemen, how would you like to join the circus?
Well, I don't know.
Gee, I'd like that.
You have an act, of course.
Well, you see, oh, yes, of course.
His nose grew. Sensational! What an act! What an act!
What about me? What can I do?
We'll find something for you, too. You know, the moment I saw Pinocchio, I said that boy has sawdust in his blood. He's a born circus man. Ladies and gentlemen, the most amazing act ever to be seen anywhere. Pinocchio, the boy of wood, and his nose of tricks. Pinocchio is the only boy who can play golf without a club. Pinocchio is the only boy to enter a duel without a sword. Pinocchio can even fish without a pole. That nose is wonderful, Pinocchio. Say, is there anything he can't do with it?
Yeah, keep it out of other people's business.
Well, Pinocchio certainly has started off in the circus on the right foot, or should I say the right nose. Well, we'll be seeing more of all our friends in the next new adventures of Pinocchio.